All right, let's talk about job interviews, but we're going to do it with a little twist. We're going to break down how you can absolutely crush your next one by looking at it from the other side of the table, what the employer is actually thinking.
I mean, come on, let's be real. The sweaty palms, trying to remember your rehearsed answers, all that pressure. It's just a universally stressful thing to go through. But what if you could walk in there with a totally different mindset? One that gives you a serious leg up on the competition.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Instead of just focusing on your answers, we're going to see the whole process through the eyes of the person doing the hiring. And we're using insights from someone who's conducted literally thousands of interviews.
And look, the game plan is super simple. We're breaking it down into 3 stages: what you do before, what you do during, and what you do after the interview. Every single step is a chance to shine. So let's jump right in.
First things first, the prep phase. So many people think the interview begins when you walk in and shake their hand. But really, the race is won before you even leave your house. It all comes down to doing next-level homework.
This right here, this is what's going on inside the hiring manager's head. When you show up truly prepared, they're not just thinking, oh, cool, they read our website. No, their mind is racing forward. They're picturing that same diligence on their projects, with their clients. You're not just answering a question, you're giving them a preview of your work ethic.
So what does this deep dive actually look like? Well, there's this great example of a candidate for a CFO position who just blew the interviewer away. They didn't just know the basics. They knew the company's stories, they'd read recent articles, they knew who the key people were, and they even understood the challenges the company was facing. They were able to connect their skills directly to the needs in the job post. This is way more than just scrolling the About Us page, you know? It's like being a detective.
Okay, so your prep work got you in the door and feeling confident. Now you're sitting in the chair, the questions are flying, and it is so tempting to just oversell yourself, to try and be the perfect candidate who knows everything. But trust me, that is a huge trap.
Just look at the difference here. Yeah, overselling might get you through the interview, it might even get you the offer, but it's a short-term win that can easily backfire. Honesty, on the other hand, builds instant credibility. When you're straight up about what you don't know, it shows self-awareness. It tells them you're a direct person who isn't going to cause some nasty surprise a few months down the line.
And this is exactly how an employer sees it. One candidate was asked about something and they just said, "To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about that." That wasn't a red flag, it was a massive green light. The interviewer immediately thought, okay, this is someone I can trust. This person is honest.
But here's the key. You can't just say, I don't know, and leave it at that. The magic is in the pivot. You have to frame it as an opportunity. A candidate in one of these interviews nailed it. They said, I don't know that software, but I'm one of the fastest learners you'll ever meet. Give me a 1-week course and I'll be an expert. See? That completely transforms a weakness into a strength about your drive and how adaptable you are.
All right, the interview's over, you can finally breathe. But wait, you are not done yet. This last step is the one that almost everybody skips, and it is your golden ticket to sealing the deal.
Get this, in a recent week, an employer interviewed 7 people for a role. Out of those 7, guess how many actually sent a follow-up note? Just 1. That's it. Think about that. By sending 1 simple email, you are immediately putting yourself in a completely different category. It's such an easy way to stand out.
And here is the real kicker. It wasn't some underqualified person trying to get an edge. The one person who sent the thank you note, they were also the most qualified candidate for the job. This just shatters that myth that following up is an act of desperation. It's not. It's what top professionals do. It shows class.
So, what did this amazing follow-up email say? It was simple, it was respectful, and it was so incredibly confident. After thanking the interviewer for their time, the candidate closed with this one direct, powerful line. I am the person you want. No maybe, no hoping, just a clear statement. It's bold and it is absolutely unforgettable.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. Let's create a clear, simple game plan that you can use for your very next interview.
Here it is, just 3 steps. Before you go, do the deep research. It's what separates the serious candidates from everyone else. During the interview, be honest. Don't try to be perfect. That's how you build real credibility. And after, send that thank you note. It's a classy move that makes you memorable, especially because almost no one else is going to do it.
So in the end, an interview isn't a test you have to pass. It's an opportunity. It's your chance to show a future employer exactly who you are and what you can do. With this framework, you're not just another person hoping to get a job, you're strategically showing them why you're the only one for it. So the only question left is, How are you going to stand out?